metallic tubes that shoot up from the ground in a bid to expand man's reach beyond this planet.
Good one, Dylan. Good one. Watch Limiter. Are we just gonna have a watching stream tonight? Watch the potato one. I mean, there was 5 minutes paid for the suffering. Exactly, so we watched the entire thing. Hunters, that's the greatest birthday present you could ask for, because you no longer have to deal with her. Be happy. Green screen. Yes. Yes. My lime in cans. I mean, all the times my ex-boyfriends were being dicks to me, I wish I had somebody that was just like, hey, think about this. Don't think about those things that make you sad. Think about this, that'll make you happy. So, every time I have the opportunity to give that advice to somebody, I give it. Hey, 17! How you doing? Think about throwing some eggs in the dishwasher. Exactly. That's insane. What was your guys' like most outrageous way that you hated from that video? All of them? So many? The dishwasher one, the car engine one, the sauna, yep. Blowtorch. The wiener shaped one, true. The frozen one. I think that's my one, Prince. The frozen one was so gross. Who freezes an egg? Like, what country is having that as a treat? I mean, surely somebody's done that in Australia where they have like a metal sheet baking tray and they crack an egg on it in the dashboard of a car thing. They did that with what? Tomatoes? Oh yeah, and they've done that in Australia on the bonnet of the car and stuff. Alrighty. And fry an egg. Oh, it's so not though, Jess, because it comes out like a weird white consistency for the white stuff. Like, I feel like it's half cooked and half yolky. And then the inside's just runny like most people like it. I think any part where the white yolk is liquidy, I don't accept that. That's like, no thanks. You're gonna go try it now, Altari? I am good. I'm describing the egg when it gets well cooked as the white part rather than the really wrong with that? Potato one is better than the egg one. Terry, sounds good. Wait, dishwasher has like steaming features at the end now though, right? Maybe he just didn't use one that like has that feature. Maybe it's actually like a legitimate okay way, like hairdryer one. No, I think the frozen popsicle one is by far the worst. By far the worst, because like even if you drink it, it's at least like gone quickly. That, and I don't know what kind of consistency an egg would be frozen. Like that's just so gross. Macintosh.
How about the potato one now, lol?
All right, where's the potato one? Where is the potato one? Oh, I liked that one too. That one was cool. This one I found cool too. Every way
Hi, I'm
to
Emil
cook a
Stonick,
potato.
editor-at-large at Bon Appetit, and this is almost every way to cook a potato. All right, today
Voodoo.
we're gonna cook a whole lot of potatoes. There are hundreds of varieties of potatoes out there. When we talk about potatoes, the primary distinction we make is between waxy potatoes and floury potatoes, and this is what we're gonna be working with today.
Waxy.
The good old-fashioned russet potato. It
Fuck.
falls into the floury camp, and it's super versatile. You can get them everywhere, and we're gonna see how many different ways we can cook it. Raw potato. This is a russet like we talked about, so it's floury,
He
high in
just
starch,
said
low
how
in
to
moisture,
cook it,
which means it's a
and he's
really
like,
good storage
raw.
potato.
He
As you can see, it's
started
still got
off
its
with
skin on
raw.
it, which is thick and tough and kind of leathery. When you remove that peel, the flesh is a nice, even white. It's very, very firm to the touch, very dense. We're gonna just try to eat it like an apple, see what happens.
Oh, he didn't even peel it
Oh
full.
my god, that is not good. It's incredibly crunchy, really kind of dirty tasting, really unpleasant. I do not recommend. Juiced potato.
Glad,
Here we have a juicer.
because it's
we have
not
a potato.
cooked, and
We're
we're
gonna
doing
turn
a
that juicer
cook
on
potato
and make
video.
potato juice. Well, that is a tall glass of potato juice. We're gonna give it a quick stir to incorporate it. It's supposed to be really high in vitamin
Oh
B.
no.
Bottoms up.
Oh, no.
It's so dirty tasting. I don't care how good this is for my hair and nails. I do not want to drink potato
No,
juice. This
that's-
is gross. Baked potato. First things first,
Okay.
we're gonna take a fork
All
and
right,
we're just
we're
gonna
back.
create some little holes for
We're
the
back.
steam to escape from. Then we're gonna drizzle
We're
it with
back.
a little bit of olive oil, hit it with some salt, and bake it directly on an oven rack at 350 degrees for 60 to 75 minutes. There's our beautiful, handsome baked potato
That's a
boy.
lot of salt
So one
again.
thing
This
that I
guy's
noticed
just
here is
like
that the skin is
salt
nice and taut and
everywhere.
almost a little bit crispy, and that's thanks to that oil. And the inside is nice and steamy.
That does look pretty good. Give me
It's
some
very
sour cream
creamy,
and
very
chives with that.
tasty. This is kind of a blank canvas. It's nicely cooked, but doesn't have that much going on.
Frozen potato popsicle.
Twice baked potato. We got a baked potato, and now we're gonna bake it again. We're gonna cut it open, and then we're gonna scoop the flesh of the potato out.
I think
taking
I've done
care
this
not to mess
before,
up
but
the
with sweet
skin.
potatoes.
We're gonna mash that up with a pinch of salt and some melted butter, and then we're gonna pack those mashed potatoes into just one half and pop it in a 450 degree oven for 20 to 25 minutes. Honestly, a lot of potato cooking is just kind of about novelty.
And then you just have vegetables
but
in
this is
it.
pretty cool looking.
I didn't mind that way.
The outside of the mashed part is lightly browned, not crisp, but great flavor, and the skin is not quite as caramelized as I'd like it to be, but this is definitely a delicious way to cook a potato.
Where's
Salt-baked
Voodoo?
potato. In this method, we're gonna use salt as a conductor. First, we're gonna take some
Wait.
kosher salt.
Voodoo's gotta be here. Someone. Voodoo! Voodoo! He's our resident potato man. Voodoo! Where are you at? Is he here? Is he still here or not? Here. All right. Now we can continue. Wait, is that... Holy shit, that is a whole thing of salt. What do you think he's gonna do with this? In the oven? Hi Voodoo, welcome back to the stream. $5, he puts a potato in the dishwasher. Not enough salt yet? Like, I don't know why he just didn't put it in the entire salt box. He has a salt box. This guy lives off salt.
And then make a nice little bed for our potato. Nestle it in, and then totally cover it. Then we're gonna pop it into a 400-degree oven for about 45 minutes. All right, let's break it out of the salt first. This skin feels very, very dry, but it's not really crisp.
To be
Breaking
fair,
into
it
it, the
looks
interior
good.
is nicely cooked. You know, it's not bad,
I
but
would
surprisingly,
wipe
none
off
of the
all of
salt
that salt,
penetrated it at
though.
all. So it's fine, but maybe
You
a waste
just
of salt.
Keep...
Roasted potato. So here we have a couple of potatoes that we've peeled, we cut them in half, and we toss them with a little bit of olive oil and salt, and we're gonna roast these really simply in a 425-degree oven for 45 to 50
Americans
minutes.
like to add food
So these
to
were
their
totally
salt.
raw when they went into the oven. We've got some good browning where there was contact with the sheet pan, but the rest is kind of meh. There's almost a skin that's formed around the outside.
This looks great.
It's not bad. The inside is fluffy and tender, but the outside isn't very crispy. I think we can do better.
It looks crispy.
Boiled and roasted potato. Let's try this again. Same potatoes as last time, but these we boiled in
Not
salted
America, it's
water
just
first.
this guy.
They already have a little bit more
He puts
texture
a
on the
lot of
outside,
salt.
and they're fully cooked. So we're basically just crisping these in the oven.
He's got salt on that pan.
Wow, these look amazing. There's
they
way
do
more
look
color
good.
and it's way more uniform.
Open it.
That's because these were already fully cooked when they went into the oven, so they didn't steam as much, which
Oh,
prevents
that looks like a
caramelization.
cream on the inside.
These are delicious. Super well seasoned, extremely crunchy, great potato flavor. This is a fantastic way to roast a potato. Scalloped potatoes. So we're gonna cut these potatoes really thinly on a mandolin and then layer them into this buttered baking dish with some cream, a little bit of butter, and
This
those are
way's
gonna
good
bake
too.
at 400 degrees for 60 minutes to produce a nice, rich, scoopable side
Mushy
dish.
baked potatoes.
These smell amazing.
best
You've got a
potatoes.
little bit of browning just at the parts that were exposed either to the hot sides of the pan or the heat of the oven.
You
Everything
can
seems to be
always
cooked
see
very
salt
nicely.
on everything
That's
this guy
delicious.
pulls out.
Cooking them in a fatty, dairy-based medium produce a nice contrast to the starchiness of the potato. En papillote. So now we're going to cook potatoes in a method called en
Scalloped
papillote,
potatoes
which is
are
the French
best
term that means
potatoes.
in parchment. We're going to take our thinly sliced potatoes, put them in the middle of our parchment, olive oil, salt. We're going to
Aw.
fold that up into a nice little package